Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna and I am so happy that you joined me today because I am going to be sharing with you all my tips and tricks on how to avoid cakey foundation. Sometimes we do our makeups and the foundation is just not working. It could be separating on the skin, it could be attaching to our dry spots, or just like breaking on like weird spots like right here on your nose, and it would just be a hot mess. So I put together a video where I share with you everything that I've learned throughout the years on how to avoid a cakey foundation. So grab a snack, grab a coffee, whatever it is you drink or you eat, and join me today because today we are learning how to get the perfect foundation application. So by the time you're done with this video, I want you to go and try these steps and I want you to tell me if it worked or not. If it didn't work, it's gonna work. All right, so the first thing you need to do when you're going to apply any type of makeup is exfoliate your skin. I cannot say this enough. I have dry skin. My skin is flaky, but I get a little oily on my T-zone, but it's not really oily to where it's combination skin. It's more on the dry side. I do get dry all over my mouth, my forehead. Everything is just super dry. So for me, I have to exfoliate. If you're oily, you also have to exfoliate. It doesn't matter your skin type, always get rid of that dead skin before you apply your makeup. If you don't, once you put the makeup on, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna just put makeup on top of dead skin. So that skin is gonna fall off, and once it does, it's gonna fall with your foundation. So that's why you get those weird like empty spots and you're like, whoa, what happened to the foundation that I had there? Well, you had dead skin, so it just fell off. Second tip, always moisturize your skin. It doesn't matter if you're oily, because I've had girls asking me, oh, but like I'm oily, so why do I really need to moisturize my skin if I have oils? It doesn't matter. Your skin produces oils naturally. Some people do produce more, some people less, but we all do. What you want to do is you want to control your oils. So if you're oily, you want to use a cream that's oil-free, and that's going to control your oils, but it's going to hydrate your skin, because oils don't hydrate your skin, even though you might think so. If you're oily, your skin is not just hydrated, it's just oily. So what you want to do is use something that's going to control the oils, but it's going to hydrate your skin. So moving on to the tools that we're going to be using. Sometimes, or most of the times, when you're applying foundation, your brush is not clean. And if they are, girl, praise the Lord, because you are one in a million. Most of the times when I apply my foundation, my brushes are dirty, my beauty blender is not washed, it's just a mess. So one of the biggest mistakes that we make when applying our primers and foundations is we're using a silicone primer and then we're putting a water foundation on top. Now, what's gonna happen is obviously it's going to separate and it's gonna flake off. Why? Because silicone repels water. And if you wanna test this theory, you could just apply a little amount on the back of your hand, just put a little bit of the silicone primer and a water foundation on top, and you will see that it's going to separate. It's not gonna set on your skin, because the primer is repelling that water, so it's not letting the foundation sink into your skin. And you're probably thinking, okay, so how do I know which one is water and which one is silicone? If you look at the ingredients of any product, most of the time, the first ingredient is gonna be water or aqua. That doesn't mean that it's water-based. The reason why the water is there is because you need to make it liquidy, and the only way to do that without messing up the other ingredients is to add water. So when you look at the ingredients, you're gonna see water every time, or most of the times. So we're just going to ignore water. First, second, and third ingredients are most likely what are gonna determine what kind of foundation and primer you're using. So when it's a silicone foundation or primer, you're gonna see ingredients like dimethicone, anything pretty much that ends in cone. Also methicone and siloxane, I hope I'm saying that right. Those are two ingredients that are silicone based. Now, sometimes on a water-based foundation, you will see dimethicone or any other types of cones at the end. But if it's after like the fourth ingredient, it's there, but it's not like the main ingredient. So you really don't have to worry about that, because the amount is so tiny that it's really not gonna make any effect on your foundation. In a water foundation, it's pretty much the opposite. You're not gonna see any of those ingredients. And if you do, like I said, it's gonna be towards the end. So what you have to focus is on the first 4 ingredients. After that, there's secondary ingredients, so it's not going to interfere. Okay, so today I'm gonna be using a silicone-based foundation and primer. And this is going to assure that my foundation is going to stick. I'm going to use my Smashbox primer. This is silicone based, and I'm just going to apply it on my fingers and directly into my face. And excuse the lighting if you see it changing. I'm sitting in front of my window, so it's gonna be a little uneven, but it's just such a beautiful day that I wanted to sit outside and just look out the window. If you could see the sky right now, it's so pretty and blue. Actually, let me show you guys so that you could see it. Give me a second. Look how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. All right, so back to my foundation. I already put my primer on. I'm gonna use the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This one is really nice. It's got SPF on it and it's very matte, but it's not very drying on the skin, so it glides on really nice. And if you set your face right, the foundation applications should be easy. So I'm going to be using this one today, and I'm using the Morphe E6 foundation brush. I'm just going to just apply it all over your skin.
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Moving on to contouring and highlighting, I'm going to be using the MAC concealer sticks. And this is in the color 8.5, and this is just gonna go on my cheekbones and my nose.
Heart on fire, set my heart afire.
And to blend it in, I'm gonna use the Morphe RG6 brush, and it's just a flat foundation blending brush.
Yeah.
To blend my nose, I'm just gonna use a beauty blender. Then to conceal, I'm gonna use the NYX HD concealers, and I have these 2 colors right here to conceal underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna apply a little tiny bit, or not so little. And then with that same beauty blender, I'm going to blend it in.
Crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you...
And whatever's left on that beauty blender, I'm just gonna apply it on the bridge of my nose.
Repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating.
All right, so that is my foundation. My skin doesn't look dry at all. It doesn't look cakey. Everything is blending in together beautifully, so I'm very happy with that. I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Just kidding, I decided that I was gonna do the rest of my makeup on camera. I'm gonna do something very simple, very quick, so I figured why not just do it on camera with you guys. And I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. This palette is pretty nice. It's got really nice neutral colors, as you can see right here. And it smells like chocolate. That's the main reason why I got it, but don't tell anybody. So I'm just going to use this transition color right here. It's a little brown. And I think I'm gonna go for a light bronzy look just because it's daytime. I'm gonna go eat donuts after this video, so I don't think that I should do anything dramatic, although why not? But I'm just gonna stick to something neutral, and that's gonna be my bronzy go-to look.
My heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Next, I'm grabbing this bronzy shade right here on just a shader brush. This one is from Crown Brush. It's super old, so the number's not there anymore. And by the way, before I put my eyeshadow on, I applied my eyeshadow primer, and it's just the one that I use every time, which is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just in case you're wondering. Yes, I did put primer on my lids, but I did it off camera. And that shadow is gonna go all over our lid, and we're going to blend it in with the other brown that we did. And then I'm going to intensify it a little bit by grabbing this brown at the end. I don't even know if you could see it, but there's one right here. And that's gonna go on the outer corner of the eye. Grab my finger, my ring finger. I'm just going to dip it in that gold color, just because I love to get my hands dirty, and applying it to the lid. Set my heart afire. By the way, I made an iced coffee. If you have an espresso machine, you're pretty much set for life. But if you don't, you need to go get one now, because this stuff is the best thing ever. I am telling you, I used to be a Starbucks freak. I would go to Starbucks every day, every morning, every night, afternoon, all the time. Because my sister-in-law told me about the Nespresso machine. I was like, oh my God, there's no way I'm gonna spend $200 on this. And ever since, I drink coffee every morning, and it's the best coffee that I've ever had. And I feel like I have so much energy in this video. For lashes today, I'm gonna be using the Ardel Wispies, Demi Wispies actually. This is what it looks like. I put on the Ardels that I showed you, and I did my mascara. I also applied on my waterline a little bit of this shadow right here, and that went on my waterline. And I lined my eyes with the Urban Decay Glide On 24-Hour Pencil in the color Twice Baked, and it's just like a very pretty bronzy color, and that went on my waterline. Next, I'm going to bronze my skin. I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is waterproof, sweat proof. If you're a mom, it's kids proof, and it will stay on your skin. Okay, so I'm going to apply the powder underneath my eyes, and I'm using the Mercier translucent powder. And this is gonna go underneath my eyes, and I'm using the e.l.f. I don't know the name of this one, it's already rubbed off, but it's just like a pointy brush, I'm just going to grab that powder, shake it a little bit, just apply it right underneath my eyes. Wherever you have lines that your foundation could settle in, you want to apply it there as well. So I do have my smile lines on the side, so I always set it with powder. And a little trick, if you have smile lines, you don't want to put the powder just like this. Why? Because you're applying it on top of your wrinkles or lines, whatever you want to call it, so it's not really penetrating in the inside. So what you want to do is you want to stretch that skin so that you get the powder everywhere. That's why I do this. And it might look weird and you're probably thinking, what is she doing? That is so not glam, but girl, let me tell you, it works. I wanted to keep it short and cute, so I did everything else off camera, but just to give you a walk through everything I did, I applied a blush, and that is the Lorac Blush, and it looks like this. For a highlighter, I used my Mercier highlighter. I've been obsessed with that highlighter for the past, ever since it came out, so that's what I've been using. On my lips, I have the Tarte Lip Paint, and this is in the color Low Key, and it's a very pretty neutral nude. And then I topped it off with the MAC lip gloss. This is super old, and it's in the color Super, and it's just a very pretty brownish type of nude color. So that's what's on my lips. I brushed off the powder that was underneath my eyes baking. My foundation is on, everything is looking great. It's not breaking out, it's perfect, it stayed in place and it's not dry, which I totally love. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope I was able to share something with you that you could use on your daily basis. And I hope I helped some of you that are struggling when putting on foundation. If I did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave comments below so that I could interact with you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.